Hello, my beautiful healthies, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, thank you for joining. If you are returning, thank you for coming back. It is so great to see you. It is so great to be on here. If you are not following me on Instagram, which is where I started this journey, please do so. And that is at vicky.gets.healthy, the same way that it is spelled right here. So new and exciting news. I am down another 2.2 pounds this week, which is very exciting for me, putting me at a grand total for 11 weeks of 34 pounds total weight loss. Yes! I know, I get so excited every time, but it's really so exciting and incredibly motivating. And I'll say that every single time just because it is. It's so motivating to see continued progress and success. And yeah, makes me just keep going. So last week's Tuesday tape measurements never showed up, did they? Yikes. So I was down a half an inch last week, and that was in my chest area, and I promise I'll never let that happen again, I hope. So, not the freaking inch loss, but the lack of posting that. I did post it on Instagram, however, so if you are following me on there, you will definitely get my updated Tuesday tape measurements every Tuesday after I take my measurements. And you will also get my Monday morning weigh-ins and up-to-date weight loss progress every Monday after I weigh in. Excitingness about it is that I met my diet weight goal, so I blasted that diet bet. Yes! So exciting. That was the coolest thing I've ever done, was that diet bet. So yeah, I recommend that, definitely. Diet bet's cool, helps you keep accountable through whatever. For me, it's this holiday season, and I can't see myself falling off the bandwagon just because I'm having so much fun, I guess you could call it. I'm really enjoying going to the gym all the time. The healthy eating, the progress, obviously it's huge for me because it's a win-win. Getting healthy, losing weight, being able to get my surgery. I am dying to be whole in this area again. So, we'll see what the doctors say about my weight loss and where I need to be. I know where I want to be. My big goal for ending 2017 is to lose 35 pounds, and I'm literally 1 pound away. 1 pound! Not two. There's 2 fingers. 1 pound! I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I will be down to 275, and that is exciting, and that puts me closer to my overall goal weight, which I'll get there. I don't have an exact deadline yet. I would like to be there by the end of 2018. If I get there sooner, heck yeah, even better. But I will keep you all updated on how that goes. Obviously, I'm here every week. Yeah. On to more fun and exciting news. It's always fun and exciting news. Everything's always fun and exciting because it is. So I've been talking all that junk about, gym hack. And everybody's probably like, what gym hack is this girl keep talking about that just doesn't show up? Finally, this week, we're gonna check out that gym hack because I got all my stuff all set up and ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna show this to you. And another funny thing that I did, and then we are gonna play with my Cameo 3. And I am excited about that thing because I have been staring at the box and I'm just like, spent all that money on that machine. Let me let it sit there and just collect dust. No, I bought it for a reason. It's super cool and I cannot wait to use it. And I cannot wait to share it with you guys and all the cool stuff that we could do with it. We'll do that this week, and we will do the gym hack-ish thing this week. That's about it for that. I wanted to mention that if you have not seen my daughter does my makeup video, you should totally check it out because she made me look so incredible. You wouldn't even believe it. So yeah, check that out. Give it a big bad thumbs up or 2, because thumbs ups are cool. Yeah. All right. So moving on. So something that I get asked here and there is what I did, changes I made to have lost 34 pounds thus far. And so it wasn't a huge overall changes that I made. They were some fairly decent changes, but they were totally manageable because, like I said, and I will always say, this is a lifestyle change. I'm changing my life for the better, to be healthier, to be stronger, to be more energetic, to be happier, all of the things that come along with regaining my health and losing weight and putting my life back into perspective post-cancer, because chemo wrecked my body. And like I said, it took a long, lazy hiatus. So changes. Back to that. I'm like Miss Jump Around Queen. Okay, I cut out a lot of sugars out of my diet. I'm not gonna lie. If I want an Oreo still, I will eat that thing. But for the most part, I've cut out a lot of sugars. I was never a huge sugar junkie, so it wasn't very difficult for me. But you better believe that on Christmas, I'm making an eggnog cheesecake, and I'm really excited about it. And I'm gonna have a piece, and I'm gonna enjoy it. I still drink my coffee in the morning. I use International as a light hazelnut creamer, and I just won't stop. I don't put any extra sugar in that with it because I don't like really sweet stuff, like I said. Another thing I did was I cut down on salt, and that is my addiction. I like salt. I could put salt on everything. I love salty foods, and it's really bad for you. So I've cut down on that. I use Mrs. Dash a lot, and it's really delicious. The one thing I noticed by cutting out like 80% or more of the salt that I generally used to use is that foods taste so much better now. You can actually taste what it tastes like instead of tasting salt. Although I do like the taste of salt, so whatevs. But I did cut down on that a lot. I have cut out butter about 90% out of my diet because I literally was like putting butter on everything. Put butter on my pancakes, I put butter on my English muffin, on my toast, on my pasta, on my, all the normal things you put butter on. But I put a lot of butter on because I love butter. The Land O'Lakes whipped butter is my favorite thing in the world. And the sad thing is that my daughter picked up this horrible habit. She will literally eat it with a spoon, and I had to yell at her several times, and thankfully she has slowed down on that. But I just like butter, so I cut it out of my diet for the most part. And I don't honestly miss it very much. On my English muffin, I use avocado now instead of butter, like a little spread on it. I cut out a lot of, I want to say, processed foods, but I haven't completely cut them out of my diet. I've replaced foods that I love with healthier versions of it, like ice cream. And although I'm not a huge ice cream junkie, I find myself liking it more now. And I eat the Halo Top ice cream instead of regular ice cream. And I literally open the pint and I cut it down the middle into quarters, and I eat a quarter of it. And I don't eat ice cream every night, so that pint will last me like a week. And that's potentially strange, but that's how I do it, and that's what works for me. Sometimes I put some Ready Whip on top because I can. Pasta is something that I've also mostly cut out of my diet. I love pasta, but it makes me feel so bloated and heavy and full. So it wasn't a huge sadness for me to cut it out of my diet. I replaced it actually with spaghetti squash, which I love and is much lighter and obviously less carbohydrates. And I like to spiralize yellow squash and green squash, and I'll put sauce over it or some garlic and a little bit of olive oil, season it up a little bit with some Parmesan cheese. I've also tried the Bird's Eye Steam Fresh Veggie Made Pasta, which is pretty good. I'm not sure how much better that is for you, but it says that it's made with lentil and zucchini, and it's actually really good, and the texture is really good on it, so it does kind of taste like pasta. Totally tastes like pasta. I also have tried the Banza pasta, B-A-N-Z, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's the chickpea pasta, which is good as well, but the consistency is a little bit different. It's kind of like different, but I like chickpeas, so I like it. But for the most part, I honestly stick with spaghetti squash. I like it. It's lighter. I eat breakfast in the morning. I used to not eat breakfast ever. I would get up and drink like 20 cups of coffee, and then I would just sit around on my butt, play computer games all day, and then I'd have lunch, and then I'd have dinner, and I'd snack a lot. So eating breakfast was a huge thing for me, and I always had a hard time with it. So now that I have changed that up, it's helped me a lot with controlling my hunger throughout the day. So I do kind of love eating breakfast now. Since I go to the gym in the morning, I try not to eat like a huge breakfast. Generally, I'll have like a fruit and vegetable smoothie me, and about an hour later is when I'll leave for the gym, because I don't like to work out on a full stomach, but I like to have fuel for my workout too. But if I'm gonna go to the gym later in the day, I will have like a nice hearty breakfast. I'll have egg whites with reduced fat cheese, and I'll throw some spinach or some onions or some peppers in there, or sometimes I'll just have it plain. I'll have some turkey bacon with that, diced up avocado and salsa. That is my absolute favorite. I could totally eat it every day. Egg white with salsa, reduced fat cheese, and some diced avocado. Occasionally I will put a piece of whole wheat toast on there, or like a flat out or something. But those are the biggest changes that I've made in my diet. I don't drink juices, so I don't have to worry about that. I don't drink soda. I have not drank soda in years. If I want a bubbly fix, I love seltzer. I love seltzer. So I drink a lot of seltzer and water, I guess. You know, I'm not a huge fan of water, but I try to get my water intake by drinking seltzer, or I will have an Arbonne fizz stick in my water, which I love. Arbonne fizz sticks. If you've never had one, you should try them. I've also cut out alcohol, and I was such a wine drinker. I love wine, and I even love beer, but I love wine more. I keep telling myself, like, I want to get a bottle of wine for Christmas. I wanted to get a bottle of wine for Thanksgiving, but not because I was feeling like having a glass. I just have not had the urge to have a glass of wine, which is sad for me almost, because I used to drink a lot of wine, and it's kind of like weird not wanting to drink it really anymore. But I almost want to buy a bottle for Christmas, and I'm not sure if I'm going to or not, and just to have a glass, because I love drinking wine, but I just don't really want it lately. So not a bad thing. I guess that's pretty much all the changes that I can think of right off the top of my head that I've made. That, and obviously working out every day. I go to the gym almost every day. If I don't go to the gym, I'm on my treadmill and I use my small weights that I have at home. I use resistance bands. I bust out my little stepper and I do some YouTube video or something. I do an absolute minimum of 30 to 40 minutes. Typically, I try to get in an hour of exercise, and that's every single day. I always make sure that I close all the rings on my Apple Health app. It's super important to me. I don't know why. It's like this OCD thing. Anyway, I'm not going to continue to ramble on about my changes. If you want to know more, feel free to ask. Leave me a comment down below, all the way down there. Oh my gosh, it's so far down. But yeah, leave me a comment below. Reach out to me on Instagram. I'm all about trying to help others overcome obstacles and get through their health and fitness journey, because it's just so important to me. So with all of that said, I will see you this week back here for my Tuesday tape measurements of this week, and we will get on with the Cameo 3 and make some stuff. Oh, and my gym hack. Have a great week and stay healthy.